Good morning class, I am Kritika Paliwal and you are doing the half yearly revision with me, right? So half yearly exams are coming as you all know, and we have finished the revision of the literature portion, right? Now it's time to start up the revision of the grammar portion, okay? So for that I just want you all to open your Pansy book, okay? And today we are going to do the revision of some chapters of Pansy book. The rest of the chapters we'll do it in the next lecture. Okay, and along with these lectures I'm going to send you the worksheets as I'm sending it earlier also. So I'm going to send you some worksheets that is compulsory for all of you to do. Okay, because that will increase your understanding level of the questions that are coming in the exam. Okay, so let's begin the revision of chapter 1, that is about word. Acha, let me first make you familiar with the grammar syllabus. I had told you earlier also, but this time also I am telling you. From chapter 1 about word to chapter number 7 masculine and feminine nouns. Okay, from chapter 1 to chapter 7, this is your syllabus for half yearly exam from the grammar portion. And what about literature? From chapter 1 to 4. That's all. So let's start with the chapter number 1, and chapter 1 is about word. About word. In this chapter we had studied about the words. So do you know what are words or what is a word? So the most important point, the definition of the word is, a word is a group of letters. What is a word? A word is a group of letters that are arranged in a certain order and which has a meaning. Okay, two conditions apply. वर्ड जो है लेटर्स का ग्रुप है, किसका? लेटर्स का. इट इज नॉट अ ग्रुप ऑफ सेंटेंसेस, नॉट अ ग्रुप ऑफ पैराग्राफ्स. ओके, इट इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ लेटर्स. सो वर्ड इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ लेटर्स. प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, सो इट्स अ ग्रुप ऑफ लेटर्स. नाउ व्हाट टाइप ऑफ लेटर्स? व्हाट इज द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ लेटर्स? It is a group of letters which are arranged in certain order. Now which type of order? The order which is bringing a meaning to it. Okay, word letters का group है. Okay, जो एक proper order में arranged है, इधर उधर कहीं भी नहीं. Okay, proper order में arranged है और जिनसे एक proper meaning निकल कर आ रहा है. So that is what we call a word. Okay, right? ये हमने पढ़ा था. Then what does a word describe? Words क्या क्या चीज़ों को describe करते हैं? Words describe persons, places, objects, okay, then actions, ideas and many more. Okay, so word क्या क्या चीज़ें describe करते हैं? Person, okay, whether name or anything, then places, then objects, actions, okay, जो words होते हैं, like just now I am teaching, so that is defining my action. The word teaching is defining my action, right? So this is what we call a word. Then now you know about a word. That's all. These small things are these are very important from your examination point of view. Now let me give you idea of how the question can come in exam. So like question number A, you have fill in the missing letters type question it is, right? So इसकी basis पे question कैसे बन सकता है? Let's have a look. Okay. और इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू इन वर्कशीट आल्सो. ओके, बट हियर यू जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. फॉर एग्जांपल, द करेक्ट स्पेलिंग इज ओके. हियर ऑप्शन A P L P E. ऑप्शन नंबर B A-double-P-L-E. Option number C, P-A identify that which is the correct spelling. तो इधर जो वर्ड है एप्पल, ओके, जैसे मैंने आपका फर्स्ट वर्ड का एग्जांपल लिया है जो क्वेश्चन नंबर ए में दिया है ऑन पेज नंबर 9 ऑफ योर पेंसी बुक. सो APPLPE, इज इट द करेक्ट स्पेलिंग? नो. ओके, कुछ मीनिंग है इसका? नथिंग. ओके, इट इज नॉट अरेंज्ड इन प्रॉपर ऑर्डर. ओके, दीज ग्रुप ऑफ लेटर्स दे आर नॉट अरेंज्ड इन प्रॉपर ऑर्डर. नाउ लेट्स कम ऑन टू ऑप्शन नंबर बी. APPLE, apple. We can read it, right? We can pronounce it well. Apple. Okay, इसको हम पढ़ पा रहे थे? No. APPLE, apple. Okay, and we know what does an apple means, right? It's a fruit. So this is the correct spelling. Like this, you have to solve the questions. So PALEP. This is also not right. Okay, so this is how the questions are going to come. Like this. So spellings तो you have to remember and you have to learn, right? Spellings some easy spellings, not above your level. Okay, आपके level में जो spellings आपको आनी चाहिए, that can come. So the things given on page number 9, 10, all you have to just prepare well. Now let's come on to the compound words. Okay, what are compound words? Next topic is compound words. Okay, we have studied it already in when we started grammar, when we had started grammar. Compound words. These are the words made by joining two different words. Okay, so the definition says that compound words are the words made by joining two different words. Okay, so the words made by joining two different words are called compound words, right? For example, pen. Sorry, let's take light. Light, light. Okay, light is a word, right? Then let's say house. So light is a word, house is a word. Now what will happen when I'll combine these two words? Okay, let's just combine these two words. What will become? The new word light, house, house. Okay, we'll get a new word, lighthouse. That will be of a complete different meaning. Okay, here light ka meaning you know, house ka meaning also you know. Lighthouse, the house. You know what is a lighthouse? Lighthouse is a house made like it is a house that you know on the top of it a light beam is there. और जो sailors होते हैं, right, in the rivers or seas, it helps them to you know it gives light to them. Okay, so this is what a lighthouse means. Now so this is a compound word. Light plus house is a compound, lighthouse is a compound word. Then there are so many compound words given in your book, that is buttermilk, then cupboard, football, honeybee, houseboat, lighthouse. So now questions किस तरह से आ सकते हैं, let's have a look. Okay, so question. Okay, these questions I am giving to you on you know completely on the pattern of half yearly exams. So question, make compound words. Okay, make compound word actually, because we are dealing with only one word here. So here if I'll give rain, okay, and here dash. So here you have to fill up or you have to choose the correct word that can fit here. Okay, I am giving you options like rain, pen, rainbow, rain, dog, right? So rain and pen Can we combine these two words? No, because it will not give us a proper meaningful word, right? So this is not a correct option. Option number B, rainbow, right? We know what is a rainbow. So like this you have to solve the questions, right? So this option number B is the correct option. So इस तरह से questions आ सकते हैं आपके हाफ ईयरली एग्जाम में. तो you have to prepare it like this. Okay. Okay, so this तो I have given you one example, okay, but you have to prepare all the compound words that are given in your book, like whether it is given in the match the column forms or whether it is given in the fill in the blank type format. Okay, any of the compound words can come, and compound words from outside may also come, but they will be of your level only. Okay, so here I guess this is it for this chapter. ओके इस तरह से क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं इस चैप्टर पे. यू नो व्हाट इज अ वर्ड? इट इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ लेटर्स दैट हैव अ मीनिंग एंड दे आर अरेंज्ड इन अ सर्टेन ऑर्डर. एंड देन व्हाट आर कंपाउंड वर्ड्स? द वर्ड्स मेड बाय जॉइनिंग टू डिफरेंट वर्ड्स, ओके, दैट गिव्स अस अ कंप्लीट डिफरेंट मीनिंग. दे आर कॉल्ड कंपाउंड वर्ड्स. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द सेकंड चैप्टर. ओके, द सेकंड चैप्टर इज the sentence. It is given on page number 13. So chapter number 2, the sentence. The sentence. Okay, so here we'll first deal with the definition of a sentence. What is a sentence? Just like as a word is a group of letters, a sentence is a group of words. जिस तरह से word letters का एक group है, right? वैसे ही sentence words का group होता है, right? So let me just write the definition here. A sentence is a group of words, okay, a group of words that makes complete sense. Okay, so first thing that we have to remember is what? एक जो sentence होता है, it is a group of words. Okay, a sentence is a group of words. Now कैसे भी वर्ड्स का ग्रुप नहीं है, देयर इज अ कंडीशन कि दैट ग्रुप शुड मेक अ कंप्लीट सेंस. ओके, वो जो भी ग्रुप है वर्ड्स का उसका एक प्रॉपर सेंस यानी एक प्रॉपर मीनिंग निकल कर आना चाहिए, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड अ सेंटेंस. देन लाइक गाइस यू नो वी हैव डेल्ट विथ 3 important conditions for a sentence to be called as a sentence in English grammar, right? So let me first tell you, a sentence must always begin with a capital letter, right? So a sentence must always begin with a capital letter. राइट, एक सेंटेंस हमेशा कैपिटल लेटर से ही स्टार्ट होता है. ओके, सो अ सेंटेंस दैट इज स्टार्टिंग विद अ स्मॉल लेटर इज, you know, according to punctuations it is wrong, it is not grammatically correct. Okay, ये हमने punctuations में भी किया था, right? So a sentence must always begin with a capital letter. Okay, then the words used in the sentence must be in proper order. Second condition, the words, कौन से words जो sentence में हमने use किए, the words must be in proper order. Okay, then third condition is the most important condition. I mean, I'll call it one of the most important conditions. Okay, the third condition, that punctuation marks such as full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, they should be properly put at the end. Okay. So punctuation marks. What punctuation marks? Full stop, right? Then exclamation mark, then question mark, right? Must be properly used at the end of a sentence. ओके, सो जब भी आप सेंटेंस को एंड कर रहे हैं तो आपको कंपल्सरीली एक इनमें से कोई सा भी पंक्चुएशन मार्क लगाना है. अब इनमें से कौन सा लगाना है ये हम पढ़ेंगे थर्ड चैप्टर में. मैंने आपको सिखाया है, राइट? सो फुल स्टॉप, एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क और क्वेश्चन मार्क, वी हैव टू यूज इट एट द एंड ऑफ अ सेंटेंस. These three are the most important conditions for a sentence, for writing a sentence, right? तो so a sentence is a group of words. Now let me give you some questions, like how can the questions may come. Okay, so like question, like a sentence must always end with the punctuation mark. Now you tell me it is true or false. आप मुझे बताइए ये ट्रू है या फॉल्स है. देखो इस तरह के जो क्वेश्चन में सेंटेंसेस लिख रही हूँ ये फिल इन द ब्लैंक फॉर्म में भी आ सकता है, ट्रू फॉल्स में भी आ सकता है, एमसीक्यूज में भी आ सकता है. मेन चीज़ क्या है आपको समझना है, राइट? तो नाउ टेल मी अ सेंटेंस मस्ट ऑलवेज एंड विद अ पंक्चुएशन मार्क. इज इट ट्रू और फॉल्स? अभी जस्ट पढ़ा, इट इज ट्रू, राइट? नाउ लेट मी गिव यू एन एमसीक्यू टाइप क्वेश्चन. A sentence is a group of, okay, your options are letters, B, paragraphs, and C, words. So now you tell me what will be the correct answer. A sentence is a group of letters? No. Paragraphs? No. Words, right? A sentence is a group of words. So this will be your correct answer. Okay? Okay guys, तो इस तरह से क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. और ऐसा नहीं कि ये दोनों क्वेश्चंस ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, मैं बता रही हूँ इस तरह से आ सकते हैं. मतलब आपको जो भी पढ़ना है वो इस तरह से पढ़ना है, ठीक है? So, or of course I am going to give you worksheets, so you will get more practice about the questions that can come. Okay, so this was the basic idea about our chapter, the sentence. Now let's start the revision for chapter number 3. Okay, let's start the revision for chapter number 3, kinds of sentences. Okay, just please give me a moment. Till then you open page 15. just a moment. Okay, so third chapter is kinds of sentences. It is given on page number 15. Okay. And it is given on page 15. You can open it in your pencil book. Right? So, kinds of sentence. Sentences we have just studied. Okay. अब sentences के जो kinds है, types है, 4 types of sentences we have studied in this chapter. We had studied, right? So the first kind is the assertive sentences. ASSERTIVE. Assertive sentences. Okay, first is the assertive sentences. Then second is the interrogative sentences. Okay, then third is the imperative sentences, right? And fourth is the exclamatory sentences. Okay, so assertive sentences. Okay, these are the sentences that expresses a statement. Okay, a simple fact. Okay, so these are called the sentences that expresses a simple fact or a statement. All those sentences are called as assertive sentences. ठीक है? Now, what kind of punctuation mark is associated with these type of sentences? In assertive sentences, we always use a full stop. Okay? And how does a full stop looks like? It looks like a dot like this. Okay? So full stop. Assertive sentences always end with a full stop. Then interrogative sentences. Now what are interrogative sentences? I tell you every time when we write question and answers, right? Okay, this question, it is an interrogative sentence. Now an interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. Okay? A sentence that asks a question about something or someone is called an interrogative sentence. वो sentence जो किसी भी चीज़ के बारे में या किसी के बारे में एक question पूछता है, वो sentence होता है interrogative sentence. Okay? और interrogative sentences, the punctuation mark that is associated with the interrogative sentences is the question mark. Okay? So whenever you see an interrogative sentence or whenever you write an interrogative sentence or whether you are doing the punctuations, you always have to end up an interrogative sentence with a question mark. Okay, don't put a full stop there, don't put the exclamation mark there, put a full stop, put a question mark there, right? Then third one is imperative sentences. ओके, इम्पेरेटिव सेंटेंसेस, बेटा हम ये सब चीज़ें बहुत डीप में पढ़ चुके हैं, राइट? तो मैं इतना डीप में अभी नहीं जाऊंगी, अभी तो वी आर जस्ट डूइंग द रिविजन और अभी हम थोड़े क्वेश्चंस भी देखेंगे. सो आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू द डेफिनेशंस ओरली, राइट? तो इन इम्पेरेटिव सेंटेंस अकॉर्डिंग टू योर बुक एक्सप्रेसेस एन ऑर्डर और अ रिक्वेस्ट. ये हमने बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ा था, राइट? वन फुल लेक्चर वी हैव गिवन टू दिस ऑल द 4 टाइप्स, राइट? तो इम्पेरेटिव सेंटेंस क्या होता है? एक सेंटेंस जो एक ऑर्डर या रिक्वेस्ट को बताता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइक प्लीज ओपन द डोर. सो दिस वी आर मेकिंग अ रिक्वेस्ट, वी आर डूइंग अ रिक्वेस्ट टू समवन, राइट? सो प्लीज ओपन द डोर. Like when you tell your mother to bring a glass of water for you, so how you say that? Mom, please bring a glass of water for me. So this is what? It is an imperative sentence because there you are making a request. It is not a statement or a fact. It is a request. Or for example, your teachers tell you to like just sit down in the class. So that those 2 words, sit down. What are those? they made those two words make the imperative sentence. Why? Because there your teacher is giving you an order, right? So now let's discuss the punctuation mark associated with the imperative sentence. Simply the full stop. Okay, full stop. So whenever you write an interrogative sentence, you have to end up that sentence with a full stop, right? And the last one, exclamatory sentences, right? इसको भी बहुत डीप में पढ़ा था हमने, है ना, और बहुत सारे हमने इसके एग्जाम्पल्स देखे थे, ठीक है? So exclamatory sentences, the sentences which expresses a strong feeling, okay? The sentences which express a strong feeling, okay? That feeling can be of sadness, happiness, anger, okay? Or anything, pain, or like someone has hurt you, you say ouch, you have hurt me, like that, okay? तो इस तरह की जो sentences होते हैं जिसमें आपको एक strong feeling दिख रही होती है, तो वो सारे sentences क्या होते हैं? वो होते हैं सारे exclamatory sentences, ठीक है? तो exclamatory sentences हमेशा end कैसे होते हैं? What punctuation mark is associated with the exclamatory sentences? This one, exclamation mark. What we call this? Exclamation mark. ये जो उल्टा आई जैसा होता है ना, ये होता है exclamation mark, right? So जब भी आप एक exclamatory sentence लिख रहे हैं, तो आपको हमेशा उसको end करना है किससे? Exclamation mark से, right? So I guess this is clear. Now let's look at some questions, the type of questions that can come in the half yearly exam. Okay. So one question is, like the punctuation mark okay, this one, this is your options are a question mark, option number B is it a full stop, or option number C, is it an exclamation mark? ओके तो आप बता सकते हैं मुझे कि ये जो मैंने यहाँ पे बनाया है, this punctuation mark, what kind of a punctuation mark it is, what we call it, is it called a question mark? No, because question mark is like this, right? Is it called a full stop? No, because full stop is like a dot like this. So is it an exclamation mark? Absolutely right. Okay, so this mark is an exclamation mark, right? So this option is correct, option number C. तो बेटा this type of questions I have given you in the half yearly exam, मतलब ये वाला नहीं, but इसके जैसे बहुत सारे दिए, and I am going to give you these type of questions in your worksheet also, so that you can be good in the practice. And then one more question, let's see one more question like this. Okay. Choose the correct punctuation mark for the sentence. Okay, the sentence is, where are you going? Okay, so here you have to put a correct punctuation mark. So what punctuation mark you will put? Your options are, will you put this mark, or will you put this one, this dot, or will you put this punctuation mark? Okay, so now tell me, let's have a look at the sentence first. Where are you गोइंग, तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो। तो क्या ये सेंटेंस एक क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है, यस पूछ रहा है ना। हम अगर कोई पूछेगा कि तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो, तो आप ऑब्वियसली अगर आप कहीं जा रहे होंगे तो आप बता देंगे ना आप कहाँ जा रहे हो। तो इसका एक आपके पास आंसर होगा, राइट। तो दिस is an interrogative sentence, right? And an interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. And can you identify the question mark from the options? Question mark is this. Okay. So was it easy to do? Yes, because all your basic concepts are clear. If your basic concepts are clear, then you can solve any question that can come in the half yearly exam. So these are such type of questions that may come. So you have to prepare your chapter like this. Okay, and whatever worksheets I am going to give you, please solve it. Okay, क्योंकि बहुत मेहनत से बनाई है मैंने. So then punctuation mark and it is all over. Now let's move on to the fourth chapter and probably the last one for today's session. Then the other chapters we'll cover in the next revision video. So fourth chapter. Subject and predicate. Okay. So subject and predicate. We had studied it in very deep. We have studied it in detail. So subject, it is the naming. What are these two actually? These two are the parts of a sentence. Okay. What are these two? First of all, let me tell you, both these are the parts of a sentence. ये दोनों क्या है? सेंटेंस के पार्ट्स हैं. ओके, जैसे अगर कोई भी सेंटेंस है तो वो इन दोनों पार्ट से मिलकर बना है, सब्जेक्ट पार्ट से और प्रेडिकेट पार्ट से, राइट. तो सब्जेक्ट एंड प्रेडिकेट. नाउ लेट मी टेल यू व्हाट आर दोस पार्ट्स कॉल्ड एज. Subject, it is the naming part. It is the naming part of a sentence. And predicate, it is the doing or the being part of a sentence. What is it? Doing or the being part. आपको बताया था मैंने doing और being part क्या क्या होते हैं, right? और कैसे होते हैं अभी भी बता रही हूँ. Okay, don't worry. So subject, the naming part of a sentence. Let's talk about subject first. For example, Shreya is a doctor. Okay, we have this sentence with us. Shreya is a doctor, right? So naming part, हम किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं सेंटेंस में? Naming part, what is a naming part? क्या जहाँ नेम आ गया वो naming part? नहीं. सेंटेंस जिस के बारे में बात कर रहा है वो होता है नेमिंग पार्ट. ओके, द पार्ट इन like the part in which the sentence is talking about. Okay, the part of the sentence is called a naming part, is called a subject. Okay, so Shreya, it is the subject, right, of this sentence because it is the naming part of sentence. क्योंकि sentence में हम श्रेया के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. श्रेया is a doctor. कौन है डॉक्टर? श्रेया, right? तो श्रेया is the naming part and that's why it is the subject of the sentence. Subject. Okay, इतना तो clear है. I know you people are very good at subject and predicate. You have given me all the homework questions and I found it to be all correct. Then is a doctor, बाकी जो remaining part है, okay, this is called a predicate. The remaining part of the sentence is called the predicate. Why? Because it tells us what the subject is doing or being in a state of being. ये जो part है remaining part, ये हमें बताता है कि subject क्या कर रहा है या फिर subject क्या है. इधर subject कुछ कर नहीं रहा है, इधर subject कुछ है. क्या है? डॉक्टर है. ठीक है. So predicate, it is the doing part. Here it is expressed as the being part. Okay, let's take an example of the doing part. Let's take an example in which the subject is doing something. Like Riya is playing Okay, so what is the naming part of the sentence? Riya. So that's why what is the subject of the sentence? Riya. Okay, Riya is the subject in the sentence because sentence में we are talking about Riya, right? Then is playing. Now subject is doing something. It is doing an action. कुछ कर रही है ना रिया, क्या कर रही है? कुछ है, वो रिया is a girl नहीं लिखा हमने, रिया एक गर्ल है, वो तो ठीक है. But here in this sentence, Riya is playing. रिया कुछ कर रही है, क्या कर रही है? खेल रही है, right? So Riya is playing. So this is the predicate. The remaining part is the predicate. And this part is telling us what the subject is doing. ये part में बता रहा है कि subject कर क्या रहा है. So this part is the predicate part of the sentence. ठीक है, Riya is playing, रिया खेल रही है, तो वो खेल रही है, ये हमें कौन सा part बता रहा है? Predicate part, right? So this is the very simple explanation of the subject and predicate. Okay, there is nothing else to be, nothing else to study. इतना ही है, बस इतना आपको ध्यान रखना है कौन सा नेमिंग पार्ट है, कौन सा डूइंग पार्ट है. आपको उन दोनों को सेपरेट कर आना चाहिए. ठीक है, जैसे कोई सेंटेंस दिया है तो यू शुड नो, ओके, यू शुड बी क्लियर इन योर माइंड कि व्हाट पार्ट इज द सब्जेक्ट पार्ट, व्हाट पार्ट इज द प्रेडिकेट पार्ट. दैट्स ऑल. ओके, नाउ लेट मी जस्ट मेक यू फैमिलियर विद सम questions that can come. Okay, the questions can come from the definition also. Questions can come from the example point of view also. Okay. So, like for example, the doing part of a sentence is called, doing part की बात हो रही है, right? So is called what? Predicate, subject, or see let's say noun. Okay? So जो डूइंग पार्ट होता है एक सेंटेंस में, उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? तो डूइंग पार्ट को क्या कहा जाता है? प्रेडिकेट. जस्ट नाउ वी हैड स्टडीड. ओके, सो दिस इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. ओके, और इफ आई राइट इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ट्रू फॉल्स आल्सो और फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स आल्सो, व्हाट आई वुड हैव रिटन इज द डूइंग पार्ट ऑफ अ सेंटेंस इज कॉल्ड डैश. तो व्हाट यू हैव टू फिल अप देयर इन दिस ब्लैंक? यू हैव टू फिल अप दिस ब्लैंक विद द वर्ड predicate. Okay, so the doing part of a sentence is called predicate. Simple. Now what if it can come in the true false form? Like if I have written the doing part of a sentence is called subject. अब क्या हुआ? ये तो false हो गया क्योंकि doing part को predicate कहा जाता है और subject क्या होता है? naming part. So this sentence is false, right? So questions like this can come in all the three ways possible. Okay, तीनों तरीकों से आ सकते, तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है ना. Then let's take another example. Archana is an intelligent girl. Okay, this is the sentence. Okay, Archana is an intelligent girl. Choose the subject. In the sentence. So Archana is an intelligent girl. Now let me give you some options from which you can choose. So let's say girl. You have to choose what? You have to choose the subject in this sentence. So girl, let's say intelligent, and then last is Archana. Okay. So now tell me, Archana is an intelligent girl. Let us just first separate out the subject and predicate. किसके बारे में बात हो रही है सेंटेंस में? About whom the sentence is talking? The sentence is talking about Archana. Because who is intelligent girl in the sentence? Archana, right? So Archana is the subject. Here we have to identify the subject, right? और choose की जगह identify is the correct word. Identify the subject in the sentence. Okay. So Archana is the subject, right? So here this option is the correct option. So like this you have to solve the questions in the exam. Like this you should be this much prepared to solve the questions in the exam. Okay, like questions that all will come will be very easy और वही सब आएगा जो मैंने पढ़ाया है, right? तो let's all the 4 chapters revision we had done. The other 3 are remaining. That is chapter number 5, 6 and 7, right? तो उन सभी का revision हम करेंगे in my next video. Okay? So till then you prepare all these 4 grammar topics or grammar chapters that we had studied today. Okay? And whatever worksheet I'll give you, please solve it and solve it in your English literature notebook. Okay? And then after that I'll send you the answer sheet of that worksheet also. तो उससे आप अपने answers tally कर लेना, right? So till then study hard and we'll meet in the next lecture. Bye bye.